Okay, here we go, part 2.
So just to recap, you said that the CHIMA organization contacted the RCMP crisis group, and they were notified by CHIMA of what your route was, or your husband?
My husband gave them the directions of my route.
Because they
and
had
where
come
I would
here.
be.
They had come here looking, the RCMP had come here looking for you.
Had gone to my house, yes.
After talking to CHIMA.
And the crisis unit.
Okay. So, and then they found you, they found you on the road and pulled you over, or?
They weren't patrolling, they were parked at different, like, one was parked at a church, and I drove past, and I saw him parked there, and then he started following me.
Okay. And so then they pulled you over?
Yes.
Lights flashing, etc.?
Yes.
Okay. And you had no idea that any of this information had been imparted to them, and that they were
not a clue
going to ask you about what had happened? Okay. So then what happened after the family, your husband and your son, left in their car and you were in the back seat of the RCMP car? Where were you taken by the RCMP?
Directly to the ER.
Of Dr. Everett Chalmers Hospital?
Yes.
And what happened there?
Regular, I was completely cooperative. I sat where they told me to sit. I got my blood pressure taken, whatever the nurses admitted me, spoke to the doctor.
Where were you, what department were you admitted to?
We were still in the ER
Okay.
at that time.
Okay. So did they have someone come down from the psychiatric ward to give you a psych assessment?
Yes.
Okay, and based on that assessment, you were taken into the hospital? How did that work?
No, not exactly. The choice was mine. The doctors came in and said, I'm going to send you home. There's no reason for you to be here. And I simply said that I recognized the signs of depression and that I needed my medications changed and I needed rest. And we could wait till Friday morning. I could go home, get up Friday morning, attempt to contact my doctor and get that straightened out. Or I could stay there and rest and get it figured out while I'm there. Seemed like a better thing. I'm here anyway.
Yeah.
I've gone through all this trouble. I've been admitted. Like I've been registered.
Right.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Why not stay?
So the doctor agreed to that. Did you have to sign any kind of involuntary or voluntary psychiatric intake? Anything like that?
Yes, I do believe I did.
Okay. So you signed that, and you got what you thought was going to be 3 days of peace and quiet.
Yes.
And this was all done above board with the psychiatric doctor, and
yes,
he was comfortable with it, you were comfortable with it.
Yes.
So then what happened?
He left.
The doctor
left.
Okay.
Excuse me, didn't they say it was full? They couldn't get you in there?
All the rooms were full. That's how I ended up in the safe room.
So explain to us what happened there. What they say, they said that they're full.
The ER itself was jam-packed with people. The waiting room was jam-packed. It was November. It was flu season. It was terrible. The intern said to the doctor, there isn't a single room available except the safe room. And
where is that? Is that in the emergency ward, or
that is in the emergency?
Okay.
And it's just another room, except it has a locked door.
Okay.
And I said, no problem. Because the doctor asked me, he said, is that all right with you? If we talk in there. We were just going to go in there and talk. And I said, that's fine. And I jokingly said, as long as you keep the door open, And so he agreed. He's no problem, yeah. Like, we're going to close the door.
So then you went into that room, and what
And
happened after
there
that?
was-
I followed the doctor into the room and we talked.
And there was 2 RCMP nearby? Or one? Or?
There was just the one at the time, and before we went in the room, the doctor turned to the RCMP, noticed him, and said, you can leave now. You can go home, or you can go back. And he says, no, I got nothing better to do back at the office. I'll just be bored. I'm just gonna stick around.
Okay, now we'll just leave it at that.